One potential drawback when photographing subjects at very close distances is limited depth of field. Only a small area of the entire image can be in sharp focus at a given time. With just a little advanced planning, however, you can let Photoshop automatically extend the depth of field for you. Here's what you have to do. You want to take multiple exposures of your subject, and you want to change the focus with each exposure. So if you're shooting an object and it's only possible to get one area in focus at a time, focus on, let's say, the frontmost area of the image, take an exposure. Take another exposure where you focus on a middle area of that image, and then you could take another exposure where you focus on the back edge of that image. You just want to end up with a number of exposures, each with a particular area of your subject in focus. Now, of course, I've provided you with images where I have done that, so let's go up to the File menu, and we'll go down to Scripts, and we're going to choose Load Files into Stack. Now, this is a great command because it's really going to save us some time. I've got 3 separate images here. We'd have to open the 3 images, merge them all into one document, and have each image occupy its own layer. Load Files into Stack is going to automate that process for us. So we'll select it, and our Load Layers dialog comes up. Hit the Browse button and navigate to the Chapter 6 folder, and I want you to open up 3 files, DOF01, 02, and 03. I'm clicking the 01 file and simply shift-clicking to select all 3 of them and hit Open. Now, before you hit OK, it's very important that you check this first checkbox where you tell Photoshop to automatically align the source images. Why is this important? Well, even though I shot these images on a tripod and the camera never moved, when you adjust focus, you're actually changing the size of elements within your image. So it's very important that Photoshop realign the image here so that everything lines up nicely. If you don't check this, you're going to have very disappointing results once we blend these layers together. So with that selected, let's simply hit OK. And Photoshop in one fell swoop has opened up the 3 images, merged them into a single document with each image residing on its own layer, and they have all been automatically aligned, so all the pieces match up nicely. And let's take a look at what we're working with here. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Let's zoom back out here so we can see the entire image. And we've got 3 cars, obviously, and in this top layer you can see that the purple car is in focus. I'll turn this off. We've got our middle car in focus, and you guessed it, in the 3rd layer we have the yellow car in the rear that's in focus. So we've got all of them in focus. It's just spread out over 3 separate layers, and what we're going to do is combine that into a single layer. And we do that by selecting all these layers. So the bottom layer is already highlighted. I'm simply going to shift click on the top layer, and now we go up to our Edit menu and we choose Auto Blend Layers. Notice the Auto Align option just above it. We included that step when we loaded the images into a stack. If we had forgotten to do that, we would have a chance to simply come and choose that here. But that's already done, so let's choose Auto Blend Layers. And we have a choice of blend methods. Obviously, we're not making a panorama. We want to stack the images. And this Seamless Tones and Colors option is a good idea to have checked in case anything changed lighting-wise between your multiple exposures. So we'll simply hit OK. Now Photoshop is going to go through 2 fairly lengthy progress boxes here. Even on a fast computer, this process can take a little while, so just be patient. And look at that, just like magic, Photoshop has blended these 3 layers together so that the sharpest parts of each image are now merged together. You can see these complex masks that have been created here, where it's allowing only the sharp details to show through from each layer. Now you may be wondering, couldn't we have just gone in and told Photoshop to auto-align these layers, add layer masks ourselves, and then simply paint on the layer masks? Well, certainly with this image, with only 3 exposures, we could have done this work by hand. But imagine an image that has 15, 20, or 30 different exposures, each with a slightly different area in focus, and you can see how this auto blend feature is going to save you